Hello, Donnie at Imperial Roofing. This is Joel from JND SEO. Spoke briefly on the phone and they told me to send this video over for you. So I'm going to show you 3 ways that you can beat your competition online. And I don't want to waste your time, Donnie. I don't want to waste mine, so I'm going to make this as quick as possible. But at the end of the video, you want to hear some more information. That's awesome. Let's set up a 10-minute phone call. If not, no big deal. Take these free tips I'm going to give you for your website, and you guys could even apply them. So, Donnie, first thing I want to talk about is content. So I'm looking at your homepage right now, and I'm just going to scroll through it, and I just want to see how many words you have on your page. And you guys don't have a ton on here. I would say, you definitely have under 100. Typically, what I recommend is having about 1,500 words of content. And the reason that you want so many words is that Google will actually scroll through your page and they'll count all the words, and they'll give you a ranking based on that. So the more words you have, the higher up you'll rank in searches for roofing services, for instance, especially in your area. So the second reason, like I kind of referred to just now, was that the more content you have in words, the more keywords you can put into that content. So just as an example, I've put in roofing, Winter Haven, Florida, just as an example for you guys, the location you're based out of. What you're going to find with any Google search is you're going to get the ads coming up at the top. People are just paying basically to be seen first for new customers, and they're hoping in turn that results in clicks on their page, visitors, and more importantly, customers, right? And just one note, the search word that I put in, that would be one that would attract new customers, right? They're not looking for a specific person, just a roofer in an area. So after that, we'll get to this map section. The top 3 companies are going to show up here based on citations. And citations are just when you get your business name, address, phone number listed in a directory, such as Yelp, Home Advisor, Yahoo, just to name a few. I think I missed a couple in there, but there's so many of them. All right, after the map section, we're going to get to the organic section. So here we're going to have 10 results show up per page for any Google search you do, assuming there's enough, there's enough results. But these don't show up randomly. These are all based on Google's formula and their algorithm that they use to decide which website is the strongest, which website answers this question or fulfills this keyword the best, right? So what we put in was roofing, Winter Haven, Florida, and these sites come up in that order as how they refer to that. So if we were going ahead and ranking this keyword, we would say number 1 goes to Better Business Bureau, which is essentially just a directory. Number 2 would go to RIG. 3 would go to Robert Binns, and 4 would go to Budget Roofing. And we could keep going, but I'm trying to make this a little bit shorter here. Number 4 would be Imperial Roofing. All right, so there we go. And what I want to do next, before I get too far into that, I want you just to remember that there was 10 results per page. That's going to be important here in a second. So if I look at your site, Imperial Roofing of Polk.com, Roofers Winter Haven Imperial Roofing of Polk County Inc., right? Incorporated. But what this is just a header. And it's good that you guys have these because it's a way to be found on Google. And you can put keywords in there, you can put your location, which you have, and you can put your name, of course, which you also have. If you think of the internet as a popularity contest, whoever gets the most votes, they're going to get the most attention, right? And that's going to be the most views, the most looks. And in websites, that's what it all comes down to. Who gets the most views, who gets the most visitors to their site. So right now, you guys have 7 referring domains. These are just websites online that have links in them. And when people click those links, it will send them to your page. So right now, there's 7 websites out there that have 20 links that are linked back to your page. So people will click those and it will bring them back to yours. Right now, you have 27 organic keywords. And keywords, these are like what I put into the Google search, right? Roofing, Winter Haven, Florida, right? Just for an example, keyword or keyword phrases. And these are what really bring visitors to your site because they find you in these searches. And right now, we're seeing that those 27 keywords are bringing you 31 visitors to your site per month. So that's on a monthly basis. We can actually go as far as to click these keywords and see exactly where your traffic's coming from and which keywords are bringing them in. So we'll find first off, roofers, Winter Haven, Florida. Excellent term, right? This is one that's going to bring in new customers. 100 people do search this every single month, and we see that you guys are number 4. So if you remember, I told you, remember that there's 10 results per page, right? So if you want to be on the first page for any search, right, for that keyword, you just have to be in the top 10. Sounds easy, but it's harder than it sounds. But the truth of the matter too is that if you really want to get visitors and people coming to your site, you really have to be in the top page. You have to be on that first page in the top 10. Because if you're not, unfortunately, people just don't go to page 2 very much. If you're at the very top of page 2, you might get a couple visitors, but you're not going to get numbers on that. Next up, we have your name, Imperial Roofing, Winter Haven, Florida. And this is good. This means people are searching for you. It's your referral business, your repeat customers. They know who you are. They're searching you by name. Maybe they saw your trucks, your signs out front, right? 20 people do search it. You guys are number 1. So you guys do have a good mix of keeping your referral business and getting new customers. I'm not going to go through all of these, but you guys do have some really good terms. And we can see that you're in the top 10 for most of these. I would just suggest that a few of these where you see 6, 8, 7s, if you could get those in the top 5, you would get a lot more visitors. Next up, I want to compare you guys to another site, right? RIG Roofing. They're one of the top ones in the area here. So if we look at their site, they have 89 referring domains, sending them 357 links back to their page. They have 562 keywords they can be found in searches for, and that's bringing them 202 visitors to their page per month. So again, let's just click their keywords. We're just going to look at a couple here. I don't want to make this too long. Let's see. First up is their name, RIG Roofing, 200 people. These ones are pretty much all the same. Occasionally there's a slight difference. But then they also have some new customer words, right? Roofers, Winter Haven, Florida. 100, number 3. That's pretty good. Roofing scam. I don't know if that's the one I'd want to have personally, but plus it's a national term, right? This isn't anything about Florida. So what happens with that is you might get people from all over the U.S. But this is a good one. Roofing contractors, Polk County, Florida. 60, number 2. You can kind of see what I mean. Most of these, they're in the top 5, and that's really kind of the difference between what they're doing and what you guys are doing. They're just ranked a little bit higher than you guys. All right, so like I said, I don't want to take too much time, Donnie. Thank you for your time already. I do appreciate it sincerely. And all I ask is that, there is some free tips. Go ahead and use them if you guys, want to do that. All I ask is we're just going to ask for feedback. I'm probably going to give you a call tomorrow, and I'm just going to ask you, what did you think of the website, right? I mean, what do you think of the video? That's all I'm going to ask. I'm trying to improve over my services here as well. All right, and if you do want to hear more information, let's just set up a 10-minute call. Thank you for your time, and I do appreciate it.